Okay, so yesterday we looked at area of rectangles. Today we are moving on to a year 6 objective, the area of triangles. And we have done this all those many months, weeks ago. So we are just going to refresh our brains on how we go about doing this. Here we go. So this is the rule. To work out the area of any triangle, okay, what we need to do is we need to do the base of the triangle multiplied by the actual height of the triangle, and we'll talk about what that means in a minute. Oops. But we must half our answer, okay? So in other words, it's half of the base times the height, or you can do base times height, but don't forget to half your answer. Whichever method works best for you, as long as we all get to the correct answer. So let's have a look how we can go about doing it. So on my maths, you might get something like this. So here's your triangle. Okay. Let's have a look at how we could go about doing it. So I know that my base is 2 centimeters. So I'm going to write 2 down. And I'm going to multiply 2 by my actual height. Now I don't mean this height here where this side is slanted, and I don't mean this side here where this side is diagonal. My actual height is right from the base all the way up horizontally, vertically to the tip of my triangle. Okay, it's my vertical height. So I'm going to do 2 times 4, which I know is 8. Okay. Now, don't forget to half your answer, okay? And on the next slide, I'm going to show you why we actually half our answer. It's important to know why, okay? So for this one, I know that half of 8 is 4, okay? So this is why we follow that rule. So the area of a triangle, so the blue part here, is simply half of the area of a rectangle or a square. And we know how to work out the area of these things. So for example, let's say that this length was 8 and the height of the rectangle was 4. Okay. If you were to work out the whole rectangle, you know that you do 8 multiplied by 4, which is 32. Okay, as you can see, the triangle here is it's half shaded. Okay, it's half of the rectangle, okay, shaded in. Okay, if you cut that rectangle in half, that's what you get. You get this triangle. So you just half your answer. So you would do the triangle 8 times 4, which is 32, and then you half your answer, which would be 16. Okay? So that's just proving why we have to half our answer. We have to half our answer because it's half of what it would be if it was a rectangle. Okay, and the same thing works for a square. So it's just something to think about there. So we're actually understanding why we're doing it. Okay. This one's slightly different because of this bit here. Okay, so here we go. We have the base, which is 6, and we're multiplying it by the actual height of the triangle. Now, don't forget what I said about the actual height being vertically straight up. This bit's slanted here. Okay, we're interested in the bit from the base all the way up vertically to the top of the triangle. It's giving it here for you, which is 10. So we know that that is 60. Base times height is 60. Don't forget, and some people do forget, this is the crucial part, to get your 2 marks, you must half your answer. So it would be 30. Don't be confused by this bit here, it's exactly the same rule. Okay, this one's slightly different because it is on a tilt. You've got to imagine, okay, that if you had it the right way up, it would just look like that. That would be the base and that would be the height. Okay, so don't let it trick you when it's just the other way around. So again, all we do is the base, which is 10, times the vertical height, which they're giving you is 12, which we know is 120. Don't forget to half your answer. So the answer would be 60. So most of these you'll be able to do in your head. Okay? Now, the second part of my maths is slightly harder, but if you follow the rules from yesterday and follow the rules from today, you'll be absolutely fine with these. So you're going to get two problems like this. First of all, I would go about working out this bit here, this rectangle. Ignore the triangle on the top, just look at the rectangle. Now we know from yesterday that the rule for the area of a rectangle is the base times the height, so the length times the width. So all we have to do is 8 times by 5, which we know is 40, and we're working in meters squared. So I might then make a little note just here. So I know that the area of that part is 40. Now for the triangle. Now it's not got the base clearly written on the bottom of my triangle here, but if the base of the rectangle here is 8, then the base of the triangle here, because they are parallel to each other, must also be 8. Okay, so let's do the triangle a different colour. So we've got triangle base 8. Now we need to multiply by the triangle's vertical height here. But again, it's not given us the vertical height this time, so we have to work it out ourselves. Now we know the height here of the rectangle is 5, and we know by looking at this arrow that the full height of the whole compound shape is 7. So if this part is 5, the whole length is 7, we know that the remaining part here must be 2 meters. Okay, so we're multiplying the height of the triangle, which is 2, to get 16. Don't forget to half your answer. Okay, so half of 16 we know is going to be 8 meters, squared. Okay, so I know that the section here on my triangle is 8 meters squared, but it's asking for the area of the whole shape, so we need to add our 40 and our 8. So the answer would be 48 meters squared. Easy, right? So your job now is to head on over to My Maths. Okay, so your question 1 page looks like this. So you've got 5 triangles to work out the area of them all. Most of them I reckon you could do in your head, because we're quick at our times tables now. The second page, I have advised you here to jot your working out down carefully, like I have just done on the previous slide. So you've got 2 shapes there to work out. Again, I reckon we're still aiming for full marks here, because it is just revision. We've done all this in class, and I've just shown you how to do it now. Good luck with this, and tomorrow is going to be a little bit harder again. So I'll see you then. Bye for now.